Partnership for Better Health is a community foundation that works to positively influence the lives of our neighbors in Cumberland, Perry, Adams, and Franklin counties. Health equity is a focus of the organization, and here to talk more about the importance of that is Dr. Marcellus Taylor. Partnership for Better Health is sponsoring this segment for us today. Health is so critical in the workplace, you say. Talk about belonging in the workplace and why we should be thinking about that.
Well, yeah, that's a great question. Belonging can be defined as a sense of security and well-being based on this cultivated environment where I feel identity, I feel loved, and honestly speaking, I feel the dignity that I think all humans deserve.
It sounds perfect, but how do we accomplish that sense of belonging in the workplace? You have an acronym you're going to share with us.
Yeah, so Dr. Michael Seligman, who is a psychologist, he says that to really have well-being, you have to have what he calls Perma, this idea of positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishment. And when you put that all together, then you'll have a sense of well-being.
When you say well-being in the workplace, what really do you mean? Like, what are some examples?
Yeah, so that's a great question. We're talking about establishing those deep relationships that kind of foster a sense of joy and excitement. So let's go practical. Practical speaking, investing in relationships like staff retreats or doing, staff days off just for, mental well-being. And even like the examples here, this is what we call a belong bag. So when you're new to the partnership, here's your vest. But I discovered, for instance, in this example, this person loves pumpkin spice coffee. So we get them for that, and we find candy and books that really say, we see who you are, and we're thankful that you're a part of the team.
That is so interesting. So you customize the bag for the employee. It's not just cookie cutter, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And I know you say that sense of workplace belonging, that it can be transformative. What do you mean by transformative?
Honestly speaking, I think there's two things when I say transformation or transformative. I think there's this internal thing. We know that when you feel better, then you're going to have so much more meaning in the workplace. But then also, when I feel better, I can positively, externally collaborate with other people. And we see boldness happen when you feel better. We see innovation happen. And I think that we actually just need that as humans. Once we feel like we belong, really the sky's not even the limit to what we can do.
Is it difficult, though, for an organization to go from like, hey, just standard quo to like, we are going to do this. Like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put our heart into this. Is it tricky? Is it hard? Is it a long process?
I think it absolutely is difficult, especially if, your organization or your team is used to doing things a certain way. But the beauty is, even though it's difficult, it's worth the investment, because truly it is an investment of time, of resources to put into your employees. They, in turn, will put into the whole workplace environment, and you'll see just amazing, results.
You'll see like people like being there.
Yes,
so that
for sure.
encourages more productivity, of course. If somebody wants more information about the partnership, how do they do that?
I think generally speaking, going to our website, you'll find some amazing stuff, and that's at forbetterhealthpa.org. And again, you'll see some initiatives that we're doing and some projects really to encourage health and well-being for the entire community.
Very good. So interesting. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank
you. As we go to break, we thank Partnership for Better Health for sponsoring this segment for us. We'll be right back.